beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the topic feeling worthy, because I feel like this is a theme of this week. I talked about this with my client the other day, I talked about this with my therapist the other day, and I just feel like it's a recurring theme in my own life, and there's so many lessons around it that I already learned. So I was like, okay, I need to do a video on this. So here we are. Let's get started. The other day, I had a session call with my client and we talked about her business, and I noticed a block that she felt like she was not worthy of receiving. So I asked her, what do you feel like needs to happen in order for you to feel worthy of receiving? So she started to think and she came up with some ideas, mainly things like, I just need more experiences, I need more practice, which is all valid. But the next question that popped up in my head, because this happened to me so many times that I fell into the trap, is, do you ever feel like this will come to a stop, where you feel like if you get more practice and you maybe get one more certificate and you get more experience, do you ever feel like you will feel worthy? Because I noticed this in myself, that you can easily fall into the trap of feeling like, okay, I need to gain more confidence in the thing that I'm doing because I'm new at it. It's so normal when you're at the beginning of learning a new skill that you need a little bit of practice before you feel confident, before you feel like, okay, I'm truly mastering this now and I can teach other people to do the same, or I truly bring value to the table. We will get back to bringing value to the table because there's something that I have learned. But yeah, there's a difference between knowing, okay, I'm worthy of receiving, but I still want to get more practice so that I truly know that I give people value. And the trap of feeling like, okay, I'm not worthy of receiving right now, I'm absolutely unworthy of receiving, and I must do X, Y, and Z in order to feel worthy. So this can be in jobs, this can be in relationships, this can be anywhere. I felt this in my job and I felt this in my relationship, and I noticed later that it was a trap. So in my job, years ago, I started teaching German online, and I felt really unworthy of it because I didn't study linguistics or anything. I myself am really interested in languages and I speak 5 languages, so I'm really passionate about it, and I know that I know how to learn a language. This job kind of fell into my lap and I felt really unworthy and I almost wanted to sabotage it, but I went with it and I saw that I truly help people learn the language even though I didn't study it. What I learned is that people have so many different needs, and you maybe think, okay, I'm not allowed to teach German because I didn't study it. But there's people that need your teaching the way you teach. So I was a student myself, I had Spanish classes, not many, but I had them, and I knew that I didn't need a person that learned linguistics, that studied linguistics in school, because I wasn't even interested in that kind of Spanish. I wanted the street Spanish, and I was willing to pay someone money to explain me all the slang words, to show me the culture. I was interested in that and I was so willing to pay for it. And I would be so sad if my teacher thought, oh, I'm not allowed to teach Spanish because I don't have the huge background, because I needed exactly what they had. I needed the slang, I needed the culture, I needed the fun, and they gave me that. And I noticed that in my students as well. I gave them what they needed at that moment, and so many of them grew fluent, so that's crazy. So it obviously helped. And I also saw this in the partnership I was in. I felt like I was unworthy of love, and I felt like I always needed to earn love. I needed to change something about myself. And I noticed that in the beginning I was like, okay, I just need to change this about my body, and then I will feel pretty and they will think I'm pretty and they will just have eyes just for me and not think about other girls or women, and we will be in a happy relationship. Everything changed about my body, and I had something else that I was obsessing over, where I felt like, oh, I just need longer hair and bigger boobs or this and that. And it changed over and over. Then I got longer hair and all the things that I thought I needed in order to feel worthy of their attention or in order to feel pretty myself. I achieved them, but still I wasn't satisfied. So I noticed it was a trap because I can feel pretty right from the beginning. And know, okay, I maybe want to gain more weight. I personally wanted to gain more weight because I felt really like super thin. I can gain more weight, I can get fitter, I can go to the gym, I can do all the things, but I can still feel worthy in the process of it. I always think about this animation in movies where you have like a little devil and a little angel on your shoulder, and like it's the little devil that tries to convince you that how you are right now is not enough, that in order for you to feel happy, in order for you to feel pretty, in order for you to feel successful, you need to achieve one more thing, and then one more thing comes and you're still not allowed to feel happy, you're still not allowed to feel pretty because there's one other thing. And it's never showing you this like it's impossible. It's just you one step behind. You just need to achieve one thing. And that's a trap because we think like, oh, right, not that hard. It's just like one more step and then I can feel happy. One more step and then I can feel successful or whatever. But that's not true. It's a trap. And if we follow it, we will never feel what we try to feel. We have to feel it in that moment. So I needed to learn with my classes and with my partnership that ended, thankfully, that I was worthy already. I was worthy of receiving love, and I was worthy of receiving clients that were happy to pay me because I gave them what they were looking for. Like so often we think, okay, I need to bring this and that to the table, and you're not even aware of all the qualities you have, and you're not even aware of all the things that you bring to the table that people need, and you don't even think that they would need it. For example, I've heard so many coaches and mentors talk about this, that they spend so much money on mentorship and coaching, and it's not even the tips they get. It's little things like paying someone money and seeing a person that's so wealthy and so successful doing a little mistake. And that is the thing that activates them, and they see, oh, this person isn't perfect. This person is so successful and makes mistakes. Now I allow myself to put myself out there as well because I saw this person is not perfect, and that gives me the permission to step into this field imperfectly. And that is worth the money. They feel like, okay, it was worth investing into this person because I got great tips. But more than that, I got the activation that it's fine, that it's okay to be imperfect and still show up and be absolutely worthy of getting paid, absolutely worthy of getting fame, absolutely worthy of getting love and all these kind of things. And like I said earlier, I had the same experience where I was a student myself, and I always had those thoughts as a teacher, oh, I'm not good enough as a teacher. I need to prepare for 2 hours for a 1 hour class in order to feel prepared, in order to feel like I can deliver. And then the students asked me questions that had nothing to do with the things that I prepared for, and I saw, oh, they're actually just interested in learning words, or they're actually just interested in learning about how I grew up in this country because their country is so different and they're just so interested in my culture. And I had the same thing. I was not interested in spending money in someone telling me what the grammar structures in Spanish were. I didn't care. I don't learn that way. I know myself how I learn, and that's not the way I learn. And I needed someone to tell me about slang, about the crazy things that happened. I was living in Mexico at that time, so I needed someone to tell me about the crazy things that happened in Mexico so that I can relate to people, that I know what all the different slang words mean because there were so many of them. And that was so much fun, and I felt like it was so worth the money. And my teacher probably thought, oh, I'm not worthy of receiving that money because I'm just sitting here telling this girl about slang words. Like, what is that? I never went to school to teach someone about slang words, but it's worth it for me. And so it can be for other people as well, the things that you do. And it doesn't have to be about money or about business. It is about anything. It could be your relationships. You don't know what you bring to the table. You don't know what you just showing up as yourself, as your authentic self can do to someone, can help someone. Maybe you making mistakes is exactly what the person in front of you needed to see. Maybe you get rejected and someone sees and they're like, oh my god, she's so pretty and she can get rejected. I shouldn't be scared of rejection then. Or wow, like I said earlier, wow, this person is so successful, know how to talk and they know how to command a room and they've achieved so many things in life and they make little mistakes where they look unprofessional, then I can do the same thing. There's so much you bring to the table, so much that you try to achieve in order to feel perfect isn't even what people need. And that's a beautiful thing. You have so much in you that you're not aware of that people absolutely need, and they need the way you talk, the way you make jokes, the way you show up in life, the way you understand life, the way you love, the way you teach, the way you make business, the way whatever you do. And it's a little devil on your shoulder trying to convince you to do other ways, trying to convince you to stay small because it knows your power. It's like, I love to think of it as a game. It's just trying to convince you to stay small, because if it keeps you small, you won't ever be powerful enough to give love to other people or to inspire other people or to help other people, because you will just stay in the corner and hide yourself, and that's what the little devil wants. But if you don't listen, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it imperfectly and I'm gonna feel worthy even though I'm a beginner at this, even though I'm completely new at this, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna step into the ring and I'm gonna learn anyways. Imperfect, I will do it and I will grow. That's so powerful, and that's what the little devil tries to keep you from. Because if you step into the arena and you show up imperfectly and you teach even though you don't feel ready, or you love even though you feel scared, or you feel like you deserve to be loved even though you feel scared, or whatever it is that you feel like you're not worthy of right now, if you do it anyways as a beginner with fear, that will be so powerful. It will be so powerful and inspiring to people. It will be so activating to people, and it will have such a beautiful ripple effect, and that's what the little devil on your shoulder doesn't want. So be fearless, own all of who you are, and enjoy your existence, beautiful soul. There's so much for you to learn, so much for you to experience, and you're allowed to feel worthy and loved and successful during it, even in the imperfect moments. So go ahead, try and fail, stand up again, continue, and enjoy the journey.